Moses' fast wasn't simply an act of physical abstinence. It was fundamentally a posture of intense reception and communion. Keep this in mind because as pastors, we must receive this word of God to give to his holy people, to his covenant people, to the church, to his bride. This is a massive, massive responsibility. He fasted while receiving the law, the very words of God's covenant with his people. It was a holy fast marked by awe, divine terror, and trembling, resulting in a supernatural sustenance that directly foreshadows the spiritual nourishment Jesus later spoke of. I have food to eat that you know nothing about. My food is to do the will of him who sent me and to finish his work. John chapter 4, verse 32 and verse 34. Moses, his experience vividly demonstrates that fasting is a means of aligning ourselves with heaven's reality. It necessitates emptying the vessel, our physical bodies, our self-reliance, so that it might be filled with someone infinitely greater. God's revealed word, his perfect will, and his manifest presence. He must increase, I must decrease, said John the Baptist. Fasting in this context becomes a conduit for divine revelation, as David later would pray, open my eyes that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. Psalms 119, verse 18. Fasting in the strength of his might prepares the heart to receive such wonders. Furthermore, Moses' fasting was deeply intercessory, a characteristic that arguably must underline all true biblical fasting. In Deuteronomy 9:18, Moses recounts a second 40-day period where he lay prostrate before the Lord. 40 days and 40 nights. I neither ate bread nor drank water because of all of your sin which you committed. For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure with which the Lord was angry with you. Moses fasted again, not resulting in personal enlightenment this time, but as a desperate intercessor, standing in the gap for a rebellious Israel after their egregious idolatry with the golden calf. His willingness to afflict himself demonstrated his participation in the very burden of God for his wayward people. Significantly, after his time communing with the ineffable majesty on high, and receiving the law, Moses descended to the mountain with the stone tablets, and the skin of his face shone like that of an angel, and the people were afraid to even look upon him. Exodus 34:29 through 30. This visible radiance testifies to the profound intimacy he had experienced with the Holy One of Israel. It shines a spotlight on fasting's vital role in facilitating deep communion, receiving divine revelation, and enabling prevailing intercession carried out in the strength of God's might.